An adjustment to the budgetary provision for fuel subsidy in 2022 comes amidst the rise in global oil prices resulting from the crisis in Ukraine. But the major concern of the senators is that Nigeria is being left behind at a time when it should be reaping bountifully. This has been attributed to crude oil theft and vandalism of oil assets.
Why are we here is because there's a security failure. And we have to address that and ask ourselves, how soon will it take us to get out of this oil stealing, different embarrassing statistics about 85%, 95%. People just quote figures of the quantity of oil that has been stolen. And that's where we are.
So this Senate should be on record, just like Senator Adetunbi had said, to have insisted and to have noted that these negative trends have to be addressed very, very seriously by the executive arm of government. I am pained.
What we have here is that it will be financed from the capital market. Mr. President, as far as I'm concerned, as far as we know, this does not exist. Mr. President, when you have a deficit as high as 7-point-something trillion, with a threshold of 3.99, which is totally and absolutely above the threshold as presented by the Fiscal Responsibility Act, it means that the budget ab initio cannot be implemented.
However, to meet Nigeria's growing demand, the Senate has now approved the review of the 2022 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework. It's predicated on a new oil benchmark of $73 per barrel and a daily oil production of 1.6 million barrels per day.
Oil benchmark of $73 per barrel be approved. 2. The oil production volume of 1,600,000 per day be approved. Petroleum motor spirit subsidy of 4 trillion be approved.
Radical decisions would have to be taken. But before we find answers, we have to live with this. But we have to be as fast as possible in looking for answers. Our security agencies are doing their best, but we have people, our people, who are sabotaging the oil industry, because the oil theft is not perpetrated by somebody else, but by people who are citizens. So we need to continue to support the security agencies in whatever way possible so that they're able to deal with this.
Some adjustments were made to reduce costs for federally funded upstream projects by 200 billion naira, an increase in the projection for federal government independent revenue by 400 billion naira, and the provision of about 182 billion naira for the Nigeria Police. The Senate also approved domestic debt service of 76 billion naira, a net reduction in statutory transfers of 66 billion naira for some federal agencies, including the Niger Delta Development Commission, Universal Basic Education, Basic Health Care Fund, and the Northeast Development Commission.
A bill for an act to authorize the issue from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation, the total sum of 17 trillion 319 billion 704 million 91,019 naira only, of which 817 billion 699 million 410,210 naira only is for statutory transfers.
The revision of the 2022 budget has now raised the deficit by about 965 billion naira to 7.35 trillion naira. Eghosa Igunbor, Arise News.